Pelajaran nomor 56. Saudara pendengar, hari ini akan kita pelajari dua kata kerja yang penting dalam menceritakan kembali apa yang telah dikatakan dalam suatu percakapan. Kata kerja pertama ialah ask. Terlebih dahulu, kata ini akan kita pakai dalam kalimat yang berbentuk pertanyaan. Coba dengarkan.
I'm going to ask a question. What do you do? I'm going to ask another question. What's your name? And some other questions. Where do you live? Do you know Chris Scott?
Jane tadi mengajukan beberapa pertanyaan. Mari kita dengarkan kepada siapa dia bertanya. Dia sedang duduk dalam bis di sebelah seorang penumpang pria yang masih muda.
It's crowded, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Where are you going?
To the university.
Oh, really? What do you do at the university?
I'm a student.
And what's your name?
Brian. Why did you ask?
My brother's a student too. Do you know Chris Scott?
Chris Scott. Oh, yes, Chris. He's an engineering student, isn't he?
Yes, that's right.
Yes, I know him. And his friend from Indonesia, Iwan. Has he got a job during the holidays?
Jane tadi bertanya.
I asked a question.
Dia menunjukkan pertanyaannya kepada seorang mahasiswa bernama Brian.
I asked Brian a question. I asked him a question.
Coba dengarkan lagi.
I asked a question. I asked Brian a question. I asked him a question.
Sebentar lagi akan kita dengar beberapa pertanyaan lain. Tetapi sebelumnya, coba dengarkan baik-baik ucapan kata ask.
Ask. Ask.
Bentuk tadi adalah bentuk dalam present tense.
Ask. Ask.
Coba ucapkan sesudah Jane.
Ask.
Kata tadi berakhir dengan dua bunyi, yaitu sk. Sk.
Ask.
Coba ulangi lagi sesudah Jane.
Ask. He's going to ask. He's going to ask a question.
Nah, berikut ini bentuk lampaunya. Kita tambahkan bunyi teh pada kata tadi. Coba dengarkan.
Asked. Asked.
Coba ulangi sesudah Jane.
Asked. He asked a question. I asked him a question. He asked me a question.
Saudara pendengar, mari kita kembali pada percakapan antara Jane dan Brian tadi.
Yes, he went to Indonesia with Iwan.
How long have they been there?
About 5 weeks.
When are they coming back?
They're coming back tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow. Are you excited?
Oh, yes. We'll be very glad to see Chris and Iwan again.
What do you do?
Oh, you don't know my name, do you?
No. What is your name?
Jane. I'm not working at the moment, but I'm going to have an interview for a job this morning.
Where's the job?
In a hospital. I was a nurse before I got married. And then...
Jadi, Jane sedang pergi untuk diinterview bagi suatu pekerjaan di sebuah rumah sakit. Dan dalam perjalanan ke tempat itu, dia bercakap-cakap dengan salah seorang kenalan Chris. Brian mengajukan banyak pertanyaan. Pada sore harinya, Jane menceritakan kembali percakapan tersebut kepada Don.
Yes, I met a student on the bus. He knows Chris.
Oh, really? Did you talk to him?
Yes, he asked a lot of questions.
What kind of questions?
He asked me my name, and he asked me my occupation.
Well, you haven't got an occupation, have you?
Jadi, di samping mengajukan pertanyaan yang bersifat umum, kita juga dapat bertanya tentang hal-hal pribadi orang yang kita tanyai. Coba ucapkan contoh-contoh berikut sesudah Jane.
He asked me my name. He asked me my occupation.
Dan ulangilah beberapa kalimat lagi seperti tadi.
I asked him his telephone number.
She asked me my age.
She asked him his address.
Baiklah, suatu cara yang umum untuk menceritakan kembali suatu pertanyaan yang tidak mengenai hal-hal pribadi adalah dengan memakai kata about, artinya tentang, dalam ungkapan-ungkapan seperti misalnya,
He asked me about Chris.
I asked him about his holidays.
He asked me about Helen.
He asked me about my family.
I asked him about his course.
Coba ucapkan kalimat-kalimat tadi sesudah Jane dan Don. Dan berhati-hatilah dengan ucapan kata asked. Siap, saudara-saudara?
He asked me about Chris.
I asked him about his holidays.
He asked me about Helen.
He asked me about my family.
I asked him about his course.
Baiklah. Sekarang, coba dengarkan lagi beberapa pertanyaan lain yang mengandung kata kerja ask seperti yang saudara dengar tadi.
He asked a question.
He asked me a question.
He asked me my name.
I asked him his address.
I asked him about his family.
He asked me about Chris.
Sekarang, mari kita bicarakan tentang kata kerja kedua yang sering digunakan dalam menceritakan kembali apa yang dikatakan oleh seseorang. Kata kerja itu ialah tell, yang dalam hal ini berarti memberitahu atau menceritakan. Bentuk lampaunya ialah told.
Tell me your name.
I told him my name.
He told me about his course.
Chris is going to tell me about his holiday.
Iwan is going to tell me about his holiday.
Tell me about Indonesia.
Tell me about Indonesian food.
Jadi, kata about dapat kita pakai untuk menyebutkan kembali baik pernyataan maupun pertanyaan. Coba saudara latih beberapa kalimat dengan kata tell. Ulangilah sesudah Jane dan Don.
I told him.
I told him my name.
He told me about his family.
He told me about his course.
I told him about Chris.
Jadi, pemakaian kata tell sama dengan penggunaan kata ask. Coba dengarkan.
He asked me.
I told him.
He asked me my name.
I told him my name.
I asked him about his family.
He told me about his family.
I asked him about his course.
He told me about his course.
Satu hal penting yang harus kita ingat ialah bentuk kata ganti yang dipakai di belakang tiap-tiap kata kerja tadi. Sejauh ini kita sudah mendengar kata-kata me dan him.
He asked me. I told him.
Kata ganti yang dipakai di belakang kata-kata kerja tadi ialah me, you, him, her, us, them. Coba dengarkan.
Brian asked me. Brian told him. Brian asked her.
Jane told us. Jane asked you. Jane told them.
Mari kita berlatih memakai kata-kata ganti tadi dalam kalimat. Ucapkanlah sesudah Don.
Jane told him. Jane told me. Jane told us. Jane told her. Jane told you. Jane told them.
Baiklah, saudara pendengar, sekarang Don akan mengucapkan pasangan-pasangan kata ganti. Yang pertama dalam setiap pasangan adalah bentuk yang dipakai di muka kata kerja. Dan yang kedua adalah bentuk yang digunakan di belakang kata kerja. Coba dengarkan.
I, me. He, him. She, her. We, us. You, you. They, them.
Tadi, kata it tidak disebutkan, karena kata itu tidak dipakai untuk orang, melainkan untuk benda. Dan biasanya kita tidak bertanya kepada benda, bukan? Baiklah, sekarang mari kita lihat beberapa perbedaan antara kata ask dan tell. Jane baru saja tiba untuk berwawancara di rumah sakit, di mana dia melamar pekerjaan.
Come in, please. Ah, Mrs. Jones. How do you do?
How do you do?
I'm Bob Grant. Please sit down here in this comfortable chair.
Thank you, Mr. Grant.
Kedengarannya Mr. Grant sangat sopan, bukan? Sesudah wawancara, Jane menceritakan pengalamannya kepada Don. Coba dengarkan.
He was very polite. He asked me to come in. Then he asked me to sit down in a comfortable chair.
Saudara pendengar, mari kita kembali pada wawancara yang sesungguhnya antara Mr. Grant dan Jane.
Our clerical assistant has just made some tea. Put the cups over there, Alex. Please have a cup of tea, Mrs. Jones.
Thank you very much, Mr. Grant.
That's all right. Please have a biscuit.
Thank you.
Good. Now, your background. Can you talk about your background, Mrs. Jones?
Nah, berikut ini Jane melanjutkan cerita tentang pengalamannya selama diwawancarai kepada Don. Dia akan memakai kata background, artinya latar belakang.
He asked me to have a cup of tea. He asked me to have a biscuit. He asked me to talk about my background.
Sekarang, mari kita ambil satu kalimat dari wawancara dengan Mr. Grant dan satu kalimat dari cerita Jane kepada Don tentang wawancara itu untuk menunjukkan bagaimana kita menceritakan kembali suatu percakapan. Coba dengarkan.
Please come in, Mrs. Jones.
He asked me to come in.
Kalimat pertama tadi adalah bagian dari percakapan yang sesungguhnya. Kalimat itu merupakan permintaan yang sopan. Kalimat kedua adalah bagaimana menceritakan kembali permintaan yang sopan itu kemudian. Pertama-tama, kita memakai bentuk lampau kata ask.
He asked.
Kemudian, kata ganti me. Dan sesudah itu, bentuk dasar kata kerja to come in.
He asked me to come in. He asked me to come in.
Coba dengarkan sepasang kalimat lagi.
Sit down, please.
He asked me to sit down.
Coba ucapkan sesudah Jane.
He asked me to sit down.
Bagus. Sekarang coba beberapa contoh lagi. Saudara akan mendengar permintaan yang sopan dari suatu percakapan. Dan saudara harus menyebutkan kembali permintaan tersebut. Kalimat saudara harus mulai dengan he asked. Dan jangan lupa mengulangi jawaban yang betul sesudah Jane.
Please come in.
He asked me to come in.
Please wait.
He asked me to wait.
Please answer some questions.
He asked me to answer some questions.
Baiklah, saudara-saudara. Nah, saudara pendengar, ketika Jane diwawancarai oleh Mr. Grant, ada sesuatu yang terjadi. Coba dengarkan.
Please continue, Mrs. Jones.
Yes, well,
Excuse me, Mr. Grant.
Be careful, Alex. Careful. Oh, look what you've done. You've knocked the teacups over. Oh, you're clumsy.
Pesuruh kantor menyenggol cangkir hingga jatuh, dan Mr. Grant mengatakan dia kurang hati-hati.
Please don't worry, Mrs. Jones. Don't pick the cups up. No, don't clean the mess up. Please don't stand up. Don't worry.
Jadi, Mr. Grant meminta Jane untuk tidak melakukan beberapa hal. Coba dengarkan bagaimana dia menceritakan kembali hal ini kepada Don.
he asked me not to worry. He asked me not to pick the cups up.
Permintaan tadi bersifat menyangkal. Jadi, Jane menambahkan kata not pada kalimatnya.
He asked me not to worry. He asked me not to worry.
Coba ucapkan sesudah Jane.
He asked me not to worry.
Bagus. Sekarang, coba saudara sebutkan kembali permintaan-permintaan Mr. Grant kepada Jane tadi. Kemudian, ulangilah kalimat yang betul sesudah Jane. Siap, saudara-saudara?
Please don't stand up.
He asked me not to stand up.
Please don't stop talking.
He asked me not to stop talking.
Please don't pick the cups up.
He asked me not to pick the cups up.
Please don't leave.
He asked me not to leave.
Baiklah. Saudara pendengar, Hingga kini, kita telah berlatih mengatakan kembali permintaan yang sopan. Untuk ini, kita pakai kata ask. Tentu saja, dalam percakapan, kita temui juga permintaan yang tidak begitu sopan. Misalnya, kalau kita menyuruh anak-anak atau bawahan kita. Dalam hal ini, kata tell lebih tepat. Coba dengarkan.
Alex, pick the cups up. Clean the mess up.
Mr. Grant merasa jengkel terhadap pesuruh kantornya, Alex.
Hurry up. Clean the floor. Go outside. Don't interrupt.
Dan Jane menceritakannya kembali sebagai berikut.
He told Alex to pick the cups up. He told him to hurry up. He told him to clean the floor. He told him to go outside.
Sebagai ganti bentuk lampau kata ask, Jane memakai bentuk lampau kata tell, yaitu told. Coba dengarkan sepasang kalimat berikut.
Hurry up.
He told him to hurry up.
Coba ucapkan kalimat tadi sesudah Jane.
He told him to hurry up.
Jadi, kalau suatu permintaan memakai kata please, untuk mengatakannya kembali, kita pakai kata ask.
Please sit down.
He asked me to sit down.
Sebaliknya, kalau nada permintaan itu tidak begitu sopan dan tidak mengandung kata please, maka untuk mengatakannya kembali, kita pakai kata tell.
Sit down.
He told me to sit down.
Baiklah. Sekarang, apakah saudara dapat mengatakan kembali hal-hal yang diperintahkan Mr. Grant kepada pesuruh kantornya tadi dengan memakai kata tell? Coba saudara lakukan latihan ini, dan ulangilah jawaban yang betul sesudah Jane.
Clean the floor.
He told him to clean the floor.
Pick the cups up.
He told him to pick the cups up.
Baiklah. Sekarang, bagaimana dengan penggunaan kata tell dalam larangan? Coba saudara katakan kembali perintah berikut ini dengan memakai kata tell. Siap, saudara-saudara?
Don't interrupt.
Apakah tadi saudara mengatakan?
He told him not to interrupt.
Coba ucapkan lagi sesudah Jane.
He told him not to interrupt.
Bagus. Jadi, saudara tambahkan saja kata not, seperti halnya dengan larangan secara halus atau sopan. Kini, coba lakukan beberapa latihan lagi.
Don't come in.
He told him not to come in.
Don't sit down.
He told him not to sit down.
Don't speak.
He told him not to speak.
Jadi, Mr. Grant merasa agak jengkel dengan pesuruh kantornya, Alex. Coba dengarkan apa yang akan dikatakan Jane kepada Don.
I left Mr. Grant's office. I don't want to work with him. I didn't like him. He was polite to me, but he wasn't polite to his clerical assistant. I'm going to look for another job.
Saudara pendengar, sekarang sudah saatnya Chris dan Iwan dinantikan kedatangannya kembali di Australia. Mari kita dengarkan percakapan mereka dalam penerbangan ketika pesawat yang ditumpanginya sedang berada di atas wilayah Australia Utara.
We'll soon be back in Sydney, Ewan.
Yes.
You miss your family, don't you?
Yes, I do.
What did your mother say to you at the airport?
She told me to eat plenty of food and to be polite. She told me to write a letter every week. And my father told me to study hard. And my mother told me to be a good boy. She thinks I'm still a little boy.
My mother's the same, Ewan. When I left Australia, she told me to be polite, to go to bed early, and not to go out in the middle of the day because of the hot sun in Indonesia. And she told me to be a good boy too.
Mothers are the same everywhere, aren't they?
Yes.
Salah seorang awak pesawat baru saja mendekati kedua mahasiswa itu.
Excuse me, are you Chris Scott?
Yes.
And are you Ewan?
That's right.
Oh, I'm the flight engineer. Someone at the airport told me about you. You're engineering students, aren't you?
That's right.
Are you interested in planes?
Yes, I am.
I am too.
Well, the captain's asked me to invite you to see him. Can you come up with me now?
Oh, great. Good. Come on, Ewan. Excuse me.
Oh, go in. Sit down. That's right. The captain asked me to show you some controls. Now, this one here, can you see this red one? That's to show the amount of...
Nah, Ewan dan Chris pasti merasa sangat gembira dapat melihat bagaimana cara menerbangkan pesawat. Dan hal ini juga akan menghibur Ewan. Saat ini, mereka sudah duduk kembali di tempatnya masing-masing.
What did the captain say to you, Ewan?
He lives in Sydney. He asked me to visit him.
That's great. We'll be in Sydney soon.
Saudara pendengar, sudah tiba saatnya bagi kami untuk minta diri. Tetapi jangan lupa membaca bagian yang berjudul After the Broadcast dari pelajaran tadi, dan pelajarilah bagian yang berjudul Before the Broadcast dari pelajaran nomor 57. Dan sekarang, goodbye listeners.